welcome back to another episode of Skull Circle, where tonight we will close out the chapter on the Romanian mythological creatures and folklore. So, finally, we will be getting to the myth of Count Dracula. Bram Stoker's character Dracula is a Transylvanian count with a castle located high above a valley perched on a rock with a flowing river below in the Principality of Transylvania. This character is often confused with Vlad the Impaler, sometimes known as Vlad Dracula, who was a Wallachian prince with a castle, now in ruins, located in the Principality of Wallachia. Because Bran Castle is the only castle in all of Transylvania that actually fits Bram Stoker's description of Dracula's castle, it is known throughout the world as Dracula's Castle. Chapter 2, May 5th of Dracula describes the Count's castle as on the very edge of a terrific precipice, with occasionally a deep rift where there is a chasm with silver threads, where the river wend in deep gorges through the forest. So the river is wind. Bram Stoker never visited Romania. He depicted the imaginary Dracula's castle based upon a description of Bran Castle that was available to him in the turn of the century Britain. Indeed, the imaginary depiction of Dracula's castle from the etching in the first edition of Dracula is strikingly similar to Bran Castle, and no other in all of Romania. Stoker is widely purported to have used the illustration of Bran Castle in Charles Bonner's book Transylvania, its product and its people, to describe his imaginary Dracula's castle. Dracula, as he is perceived today, is a fictitious character whose name derives from the appellation given to Vlad Dracula, the ruler of Wallachia from 1456 to 1462 and 1476, and who, for largely political reasons, was depicted by some historians of that time as a bloodthirsty, ruthless despot. But in other cases, he was also viewed as a hero. So, double-edged sword. Stoker's character Count Dracula first appeared in the novel Dracula, published in England in 1897 by the Irish writer Bram Stoker. But the name Dracula, far from being a frightening term, derives from the Crusader Order of the Dragon, with which order both Vlad Dracula and his father had been associated. Which, fun fact from what I read, the Order of the Dragon was actually a, Crusader or order of Christian soldiers who would go out and fight the crusade. So it's kind of ironic that the, Vlad here would be afraid of crucifixes or, have an issue